Hi guys, so I've got a special reading for you this evening. This is a new moon in Pisces reading. So the new moon in Pisces started, I think it started yesterday on the 19th, and so we are officially in Pisces season. Pisces is technically the last sign on the zodiac wheel. It represents kind of, romance, being in touch with your emotions. Pisces is a water sign, so there's an element of beauty, emotion, etherealness, if that's a word, kind of being in touch with your emotions, your sensitivity, and your expression as well. So there's an element of creativity to that as well. So just before we get started, I always pull the oracle cards before I record because I can tend to kind of get carried away and I want to save time. But I kind of wish that I had pulled it on camera because you won't believe the theme that I've got going on here. So for the general reading, I pulled from the Moonology deck, and we've actually got meditate and contemplate new moon in Pisces. Can you see that? And I didn't even realize that it was the new moon in Pisces until I went to kind of read up about what it was about, and I was like, oh my goodness, new moon in Pisces. So I know there's a lot of skeptics out there that are not going to believe that, but I promise you that's what flew out the deck. So that's for your general reading. I've also pulled 2 cards for the love portion for new moon in Pisces. So we've got the Rose's Kiss, which is, there we go, so that is from Oracle of the 7 Energies. And we've got the other half of the love energy, which is from the Astral Realms deck, and we've got Trust there. Now, a few more. For the overall energy for the new moon in Pisces, I've pulled this card from Sacred Destiny deck, and this one is Purification. Such a beautiful card, and we'll talk about that in a second. And then obviously we've got like some bottom of the deck cards as well that may kind of give better context to the energies that are going to be around for new moon in Pisces. So it's really eerie. I'm feeling really, not eerie, but just, it's nice to have a change in energy, first of all, collective, because the last 2 readings it's been the same energy, so this one feels slightly different, and it seems very love orientated. So whether that's general or love portion, it's very much about either loving yourself or being your authentic self and being vulnerable in a union, basically. So first of all, we've got new moon in Pisces for your general reading there. For the new moon in Pisces season, meditate and contemplate. It's very much like I mentioned earlier, Pisces being like an ethereal energy, an energy of kind of beauty, being in touch with your sensitivity, being in touch with your emotions, going with the flow of things. Pisces is a water sign. It's very much as well just around kind of tapping into creativity and reflecting, being very kind of self-aware as well of how you're feeling at this time. It speaks very much to relationships really, and being kind of connected within a union, meditate and contemplate. So that's quite an interesting one for new moon in Pisces. So that's your general reading. Your love reading I will get to, and I'll probably do it in another video because I just have a feeling this is going to be so long. So I'll do it in another one. I will touch on purification because that is part of the overall energy, so I'll keep that here. Just at the bottom of the Moonology deck, we had what is it, new moon in Capricorn, so another new moon, but Capricorn energy, your hard work is paying off. So just kind of a reassurance there that whatever hard work you may be putting in at this time or have put in, and you're waiting for things to come to fruition, don't worry, your hard work is paying off. Now that may bring some context to meditate and contemplate. The other eerie thing that I noticed was when I shuffle the decks, I always pre-shuffle the deck, and every so often I'll look at the bottom and the top of the deck, and I shuffled and I looked at the bottom of the deck, and we had the moon card, which is Pisces Cancer energy, and an energy of things that are hidden or unknown, unseen. So I thought that would be a good place to stop shuffling. So yeah, so I'm just going to go ahead and start pulling. So 3 cards, please, Spirit, for why meditate and contemplate is here for the collective, for the new moon in Pisces energy. Why is meditate and contemplate here for new moon in Pisces for the collective? Ooh, very good. Ooh. Wow. Okay, so there is an ending here. So somebody's made a decision, either made it recently or going to make a decision to end something. It could have been a painful ending, but ultimately the 10 of Swords in reverse is all about regeneration, starting something new, renewal, kind of, you know. And with it being the first card, this is quite hopeful, really, because the 10 of Swords, at least in the upright, it's like it can't get any worse. Oh, sorry, in the reverse, it can't get any worse. But this is the first card that came out, so hopefully this is something that you're putting behind you at the moment. That's lovely. Okay. Meditate and contemplate for new moon in Pisces. Can I get 2 more cards for the collective, please, Spirit? Meditate and contemplate for new moon in Pisces. Can I get 2 more cards, please, Spirit, for the collective? 2 more cards, please, Spirit, for the collective. Meditate and contemplate for new moon in Pisces. Thank you, Spirit. And 1 more, please. Oh, thank you. Bottom of the deck's moon card again, just in case you didn't see. Right, so what followed the 10 of Swords there was the 4 of Swords. So the 4 of Swords, beautiful, really, following the 10 of Swords in the reverse. This kind of reaffirms that kind of healing that you may or may not be doing following that 10 of Swords ending. You can know you're healing, you're reflecting, you are literally meditating and contemplating. You see him lying down there. He's got 1 sword lying horizontal there, and the other 3 vertical on the wall. And that's because he's literally just put his sword down from battle, and he's resting, he's reflecting, he's contemplating. He's also healing as well. So this healing after this ending, this 10 of Swords ending, this may be you, this may be someone that's close to you, but you may be in quite a reflective stage at the moment, which we'll clarify shortly. But it's quite a beautiful energy following that 10 of Swords in the reverse. And then what came out was the 4 of Cups. So again, the 4 of Cups can represent kind of reflection, meditation. You know, it can also represent a feeling of apathy, boredom, disconnect as well. As you can see, this little chap here, he is looking at the 3 cups on the floor, which are all upright, all full, but he seems a little bit discontent or dissatisfied or nonchalant about those cups on the floor. And you can see that he's being offered another full cup there from the sky, and he's still not satisfied. He's still feeling discontent, and he's really just focusing on the 3 cups on the floor that are full, but he's not looking very happy with them. So you may be in a feeling right now of kind of disappointment, dissatisfaction. It may have something to do with this 10 of Swords in the reverse there. You may be feeling potentially a feeling of hopelessness in regards to something. You know, hopelessness or disappointment or dissatisfaction with something that you have. You know, you're looking at the glass as half empty instead of half full. Actually, you know, you've got 4 cups there that are full, and the 4th cup is something that is being offered to you. You know, someone is trying to offer you something, and you're in a, you know, potentially a mood of kind of discontent here and dissatisfaction. And it could be you, it could be someone that's close to you. Now the energy that we've got here, we've got air energy and we've got water energy, that being Gemini, Libra, and then Cancer for the water. Bottom of the deck, like I said earlier, we had the moon card again, which is Pisces energy. Can we get some clarification for this 10 of Swords in reverse for the new moon in Pisces collective? Okay. So this 10 of Swords in reverse, clarified by the Page of Pentacles. There may have been some kind of communication that you received or are going to receive regarding, it could be regarding, you know, a job, some kind of financial offer, anything to do with stability or finances really, or it could just mean a stable offer or some kind of communication about stability that maybe didn't go in your favor. Maybe it was disappointment, maybe it was something that you thought you were going to get, or something that you thought was for you, and for whatever reason, you know, it hasn't worked out the way that you would have hoped, which is why you've got your Ten of Swords in the reverse. However, with the Ten of Swords in the reverse, it's, you know, it's very much about kind of the recovery, and that's the energy that I'm getting anyway. It's recovery, and how do you recover from that? How do you regenerate from that? How can you reflect? How can you reflect on this? And you know, where do you go from here, really? So there may have been, what I'm getting is the energy of disappointment here, and what an emphasis on meditating or reflecting, contemplating before you move forward. So, which is, you know, a practical and good energy. Four of Swords, please, for Four of Swords for the collective, for the new moon in Pisces. Four of Swords, why is the Four of Swords here, please, Spirit, for the collective, for new moon in Pisces? Thank you. Meditate and contemplate. Why is the Four of Swords here, please, for the collective? Thank you, Spirit. Okay, so beautiful card. Your Four of Swords there is represented by the Ten of Cups, which is, you know, family, marriage, commitment. You've got your number 10 there, which is a, you know, a number of completion. It's the ultimate, basically. But it's also a Pisces, so you've again got water energy. You may be a water sign. This may be related to somebody who has water heavily in their birth chart. It doesn't have to be, but there's just seems to be a pattern here. So it's worth taking note. So this has came out to clarify the Four of Swords. So there may be some kind of reflection, contemplation around a commitment, a marriage, a family. It could mean family too, or family situation. Then, you know, there may have been an ending in some respect in regards to that, and there's now reflection. There's now reflection here in regards to this situation, and potentially some kind of retreat or solitude, some kind of isolation from that environment, maybe. Four of Cups, please, Spirit, why is that here for the collective? Thank you. Right, so this could be work related, or we've got Three of Swords at the bottom of the deck here. So there's an element of kind of maybe disappointment, betrayal. Someone feels let down, someone feels like they've lost something, some kind of heartbreak. That's at the bottom of the deck. But what came out to clarify the Four of Cups was the Eight of Pentacles. So that's an element of applying yourself to something, an element of working on something, an element of kind of skill development, cracking on with something regardless, you know, just super focused energy. Now this came out to clarify the Four of Cups. Now I'm going to ask for some more information on that, because that literally could mean Spirit is asking you to not to dwell, and to actually focus on your craft. You know, focus on things as an opportunity to be better. You know, asking you to work on something. But it could also mean an element of not working hard enough, and maybe that's why you're in that Four of Cups situation. So Spirit, can I get some clarification on this Eight of Pentacles? Eight of Pentacles for the Four of Cups. Why is the Eight of Pentacles here for the Four of Cups? For new moon in Pisces, for the collective. Thank you. Why is the Eight of Pentacles here for the Four of Cups? Why is Eight of Pentacles here for the... Thank you, Spirit. Okay, alright. So, okay. So Eight of Pentacles to the Four of Cups, clarified by Pisces energy. You can't make it up. Pisces energy, the Hanged Man, but it's the Hanged Man in the reverse, which is really cool. So I mean, he did come out, he kind of come out sideways, he kind of came out like that. However, nevertheless, the Hanged Man is asking you to, in the upright, he's asking you to change your perspective. Spirit is asking you to change your perspective on things. In the reverse is a Spirit, you know, Spirit saying that you have changed your perspective. So this Eight of Pentacles is representing a change of energy. So a situation where you have changed your perspective, and potentially instead of dwelling on this Four of Cups, you have decided to work at something. Okay, so it definitely feels like this could be work related. It's not definitive yet, but it could be. We've got a lot of cups here though, so it could be relationship related, but it could also just be something that you are emotionally attached to, which would make a lot of sense really. Because you seem very disappointed here with the 10 of Swords in the reverse and the 3 of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So, I mean, like I said, the Hanged Man, he did come out kind of sideways, so it kind of suggests to me that you have yet to change your energy. You still have a choice here on whether you want to be the Hanged Man and you want to be self-sacrificing and dwell and be in that 4 of Cups energy, or if you change things around, you can actually still, you know, work on this thing, change your perspective and work on this thing, maybe approach something at a different angle, okay? So that's what we've got for meditate and contemplate. And Spirit is asking you here with meditate and contemplate to kind of, it's really important to do some self-reflection and really kind of get in touch with how you're feeling. There's a lot to do with kind of feeling here, and water and cleansing and everything else. Now, still got the Moon card at the bottom of the deck there. Crazy. Yeah. So we've got, just under the Moon card as well, we've got the Queen of Pentacles. It's an element of nurturing something as well. And then just behind the Queen of Pentacles, you've got the 7 of Pentacles, which is also an element of nurturing something. So Spirit is saying, do not give up. There's something here that you do not see, so don't give up, okay? And then the top of the deck, you've got Temperance, which is all about having patience, biding time, doing things in moderation, going with the flow. As again with Temperance, you can see the water being passed there from cup to cup. Water and flow and, you know, energy and being in touch with your emotions and reflecting, and, you know, that is just a crazy theme the past week or so. Right, so with purification being the overall energy of both the love reading and the general reading, purification is asking you literally to purify, you know, reflect on things, declutter, get rid of what you don't need. So whether that's literally physically what you don't need, or emotionally, you know, we've just come out of a season and we still might be doing it. I think, I forgot, don't ask me, what was it, Aquarius season? I don't know, but we were cutting things out of our life. Like, that was a theme everywhere, cutting, you know, cutting things out of our life that no longer serve us. That's people, places and things. Now purification is asking you to do the same thing. So there's still an element here of washing away the dirt, washing away what's not needed or not necessary. And as you can see here, the water drops, you know, represent that kind of cleansing energy. The sunflower represents summer, it represents hope, it represents joy. It kind of reminds me of the Sun card in the tarot deck. So, you know, happiness, fulfillment, pleasure as well is a key energy in this reading, which you'll see when you get to the love part as well. And then on the bottom of that Sacred Destiny deck, you actually had release, which is again, it's like the opposing ends of a season. You've got autumn through to, you know, spring, summer, and autumn is basically telling you to take stock, to declutter as well, to, you know, get ready for that new spring, summer energy. Okay, so it's, you know, take it as it resonates. It may or may not resonate with you, but there's just so much here of like, do not dwell, cleanse away, get in touch with your emotions, recognize them, feel them, move through them, and allow it to kind of incense your kind of curiosities and incense your creativity, and allow you to express yourself better. Do not dwell, okay? You need to move. There was I did the reading last week, which was all about moving in flow with things, the way things change. Flow isn't always about going with opportunities. Flow is about flowing with obstacles as well, and challenges as well as the good things, okay? So again, I'm still feeling this energy of flow, of being fluid, of changing perspective, of kind of thinking of the glass as half empty and half full and not half empty. So yeah, so that's your general reading. Please, if it resonates, leave a comment down below. Please like, share and subscribe. I am _Poppet _O on YouTube. Yeah, if it resonates, please share it and let me know, because it'd be really interesting. But it's a really beautiful reading. Yeah, and I hope you got something from it. Bye.